building, whatever. We never see that.
Hey, everybody.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. It's the week of Valentine's Day.
Love is in the air.
As you can see from all around us, that is our theme for this month. Why not focus on love?
Yes. And I was reading this morning in the Bible. You can have a whole bunch of stuff. If you don't have love, it doesn't matter.
It's nothing. It means
God is
nothing.
love.
It means nothing.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it breeds fulfillment. It really does. It fills you up. So last week, Claudia was with us. We were able to talk about loving on yourself. Hi, Claudine. Thanks for joining us this morning. And we had a lot of great discussions about that. A lot of people were like, yeah, you know what? You're right. This is what I needed to hear. I got to start setting aside time for myself. And, you know, like, it's like we forget about numero uno.
Yes.
trying to help and love everybody else.
I'm so happy so many people were able to resonate with it because you need you. And when you're the best you, then you can be the best for everybody else.
True.
Oxygen mask on first.
Right.
And then you can help somebody else. It's the truth.
It is. So today we wanted to talk about, as it says, relationship goals. Hey, Rhea.
Morning.
Relationship goals, right? I see that hashtag so many times, but it's like nonsense. It's like somebody's cuddled up and like this perfect idea of relationship goals. You know,
you don't really know what's going on over there anyway.
Exactly. But I wanted to talk about our partners, our spouses. You know, the people we're choosing to, you know, ride through this life with. And with it being Valentine's Day
tomorrow.
Oh gosh. Every couple, every restaurant will be booked out. It's a lot. And
so this is our love-hate discussion on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Just gonna eat bird style.
Well, okay, fine. Valentine's Day. I was on the team, like I hated it. I thought it was this cheesy, just what's the point? I love you, you know I love you. Leave me alone. Like I didn't expect no flowers or nothing. It was another day.
What is that?
I was just like the Hallmark market is making money off everybody, all these cards and nonsense. That's exactly what I thought, and I was just like, whatever. And then
there's an and then? Oh, I didn't know there was an and then.
Well, but you're a fan.
I'm such a fan. Oh my gosh. I love Valentine's Day. I love any day that makes you just take some specific time for that specific person or that specific whatever day it is. I'm all over the day. But anyway, specifically for Valentine's Day, people are like, whatever, we love you. No, it's a day to take out to say specially that I love you.
But I love you.
No.
I love you.
Special for the kids, special for your husband, for your girlfriend, for your whatever, your friends. Just to say I love you, because we don't say it all the time. Stop acting like y'all are I'm loving you all over. You don't. You're rushing. You don't say I love you a lot. You're just like whatever, whatever. No. You have to take specific time. You have to think about getting a gift. Think about how you're going to spend the day. Think. So it just spices things up and gives you a little reset button on the love. I love it. Oh my gosh. Like, don't you just feel the...
Well, the decorations are nice. I'll say that.
Whatever. Spend that money. Spend that time. You deserve it. Your partner deserves it. Why not? They put up with you. You put up with them.
Yes, true. No, okay, let me tell you what has been pulling me out of my grumpy, I hate Valentine's mode. Because the last few years, right? So there was one year, I think it was like 3-4 years ago, that my husband did this whole big thing. I came home with flowers and blah blah, and I'm coming home grumpy from work, And I'm like, you know, like, and he's like, what? It's Valentine's Day. I was like, so? Like, I was just like, I didn't get him anything. I was just like, whatever. I'm not about it.
And there's women
Okay,
fiending.
thanks
Like,
for checking in. Love you.
As long as you stop by, girl.
Yes, we appreciate it. And that's what it was. And I was just like, I felt terrible, mind you, because he was like, sad, puppy face, like, really, I did all this and you just don't even care.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 years ago, I forgot again. And I'm scrolling through my I checked my bank account online and I see 1-800-Flowers. I was like, oh, okay, lunch break, I gotta go get him something. Like, I'm not
So
getting caught
funny.
this year.
This is hilarious.
But
Men, this happens to women too, clearly.
my bad. Like, it wasn't a big deal for me. I was like, your birthday, I got you. That's like 2 weeks from now.
No. It's Valentine's Day. You gotta.
But yeah, so the last few years I've been all about it and just like, he likes it. So I'm like, all right, I guess if I just change my mindset about it and just set aside this time for us.
Yes.
Right? Us.
Yes.
Very,
Yes.
very important. And honestly, in running a family and in living life together, you just, sometimes it feels like you're just roommates.
Exactly.
Like, you're just,
Yes.
you know.
Two ships passing in the night.
Yep, we got these responsibilities. You got that. I got this. Let's go. And we're
Hey,
just,
Fiona.
hey, and we're just handling these life responsibilities together, but forgetting to nurture that
Exactly.
love that brought us together in the first place.
That's why these days are so great. People even say this stuff about Mother's Day. I mean, I don't want to go on a rant, but
Mother's Day is important.
listen. Yes. They're like, whatever, it doesn't matter. Stop it. We all need to take that time out because we won't take it out for ourselves. Very few of us.
Yeah.
Very, very, very few of us just do these just because things.
I
So
know.
we need these days, unfortunately, so that we can just
Yeah, it's a reminder.
love up on each other. Why not? I'm so for it. I'm so for it.
You loved up right
Yes,
now. It's just
yes.
like, yes.
Even for the kids to give them a little something. I mean, I guess my boys are getting older. They're not so into it.
They
But
still like it. Trust.
I just like to give them a little something. And my older son just loves chocolate to death, so it's not going to matter. He's going to just,
True.
whatever, just eat down the chocolate. So, but it's just another special, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
I love you too. And on that note, we wanted to see what, you know, what you guys have planned for date nights. If a date night is even on the schedule.
Date nights is very important.
Very important.
We always skirt that to the side. I'm gonna go out with you later. Like you said, you know I love you. We eat whatever. We need that extra money for something else. No! You need to spend some time together. I remember recently, we, my husband and I ran down the block to Starbucks to sit and just have coffee
you
because
too.
the kids were doing something, and so we were like, you know what? Let's just go to Starbucks. And it was awesome. Like, we were just
Yeah.
able to, because you don't get to sit and talk, and don't go see a movie. I mean,
No.
you can, you know, but
can't-
there's days that you can't
talk,
see a
you know?
movie. You need to just sit and talk together, looking at each other and talk, because so much comes out, so much that's been going on with them, the other person that you don't know, thoughts that they're having, whatever. Just sit and just be. You wouldn't be. You think you talk to that person every day. Like my husband and I
But
text each other
I know.
all day long. We ain't talking about nothing.
No. Not a thing. And we'd be sitting on the phone. You good? You good? I'm
Yeah,
good. You know,
exactly. Bring milk home.
Right? It's just, but it's that intentional reconnecting. Because we are in separate places throughout the day. How is he experiencing life wherever he's at? What's
Yes.
going on with him? And honestly, my husband in particular, it takes him a lot. Like, it takes him a while to decompress and to unwind, to get into that mode where he wants to share. Otherwise, he's like going.
Yes. And most men, they like, what's all this talking? You can't do nothing, whatever. I'm just going through it. No, you don't realize that when you talk about it, it gets so much off your chest.
It does.
Hey, daddy. So, men don't really get that, and they just want to go and do it. But if you kind of foster that atmosphere and nurture that time together. It helps so much. So someone put a comment last night.
I wanted to comment on that
Yes.
because I am in the same exact space. What's her name? Aisha?
Yes, Aisha.
Aisha, yes. So she had a comment like she's struggling to find time because she has young kids.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you even get out of the house? How do you separate this time together to go on dates or anything like that? And I'm like, it's been on my goal since last year. I have a 13-month-old. So all of last year, really, no dating.
Nothing
really
happened.
Once or twice. But I want to make it, honestly, not every 2 weeks. Ideally, I'd want it once a week. But I'm always high hopes up here. I'm very, very optimistic. So
you gotta be realistic with this stuff too, okay, guys?
And honestly, sometimes it's effort. It's like you have to just push and get everybody on board. Even dragging my husband along, like, look, I set everything in place.
Yes.
The kids are somewhere. Don't ask about them. Let's go.
Which is annoying too, because it's like another job, but
Right.
it's so worth it.
So I'll give you my example. 2 weeks ago, I just out of the blue wanted to do something.
More than 2 weeks now.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Time goes fast. But
I
anyway.
wanted to do something for him. I wanted to separate some time for me and him. Like, we were getting in this weird space. We hadn't talked, like, had time to talk in like a while and just hang out with each other.
Yep, but left up to him, that wasn't going to happen.
So I did what I had to do. I called my mom. I called my mom, and thankfully, like, she was available that day. And it wasn't long. It was like 2 hours. I was like, Mom, I just need you for 2 hours. And, you know, I would bring the kids over there. And it's not like we had, you know, this big date planned. We didn't. Mm-hmm. But what I did was, you know, I got a bottle of champagne. I got, you know, a nice little outfit on. Mm-hmm. And I met him at the door, and I was waiting for him when he got home from work. And he was just like, you know, like, so shocked.
All attention on me?
Right? And to him, that was like everything. It was like, oh, this is for me. Like, you thought about me today, and you made this effort for me.
And it was like in the middle of the week. I mean,
yeah,
she did it really good.
But it was such a good moment. Like, we sat there, you know, listening to old R&B and like just politicking.
And you cooked.
I did cook.
You cooked.
I don't know how I did it. God's grace. I did everything. I dropped the kids off at grandma's, came back, got ready, waited with a glass of champagne at the door.
Yes.
And,
awesome.
Yeah, and he just loved it. And it was necessary. It was so necessary.
And it's that little shift that the relationship needs. Just a little.
Just pull out of the routine for a little bit. You weren't expecting this, but sometimes just got to go with the flow and get in wherever you can. Like I said, it was 2 hours. We hung out, we talked, whatever, and then we went and got the kids.
Yep, and that was
back
it.
to life.
I was like, are you really going to pull this off?
Like, really? All the time. She was like, wait till Valentine.
Yes. I'm like, it's coming, it's close. And she was like, no, I got to do this.
And what's so funny, when I did it, I hadn't really talked to him throughout the day, and then I was like, how was your day? He was like, it was really terrible. Like, he was just having a
So to come home to that after a terrible day,
yeah,
God was all over that.
Yeah, divine just working it all out. But sometimes we
if you
have
don't
to
make the effort,
it
wasn't gonna happen.
Got to be willing to just push. And not saying you're gonna be able to do this all the time, but sometimes just that intentional look. I would like this to happen, and I'm making it happen. Sometimes they aren't good at participating,
right?
Until it's all said and done. Like, okay, we're here now, and then you know they like it. But
yeah, sometimes they do. I mean, my husband's good at putting things together, but also sometimes just after you put them to bed. And intentionally saying we're gonna just hang out after you put them to bed, because you know y'all just be like, okay, I'm done. But if you just push yourself a little bit, just have some wine, just sit and talking.
The sleep struggle, though, just like you mentioned, young kids. My son is still all over the place with his sleep schedule, and so like we do try to stay up, but we're not making it. So certain days are good. Like his off days, we try to just hang out in bed for a little while, or like when's
the connection is weak.
Oh no! Can you guys still hear us? I hope so. Because what happened last time? It disconnected altogether.
Disconnected.
Hey, okay, so yeah, just try to find time that works good for you guys, and you're gonna have to steal those hour, half hour moments here and there. Run out for lunch together if you guys work separate places. Try to meet for lunch, things like that. So it takes maneuvering.
Yes, but it's important.
It is important.
It's so
we have to
important.
date our spouses, our partners. We have to cultivate and nurture that love that brought us together.
Yes.
It's what brought us together. It is our foundation. So let's keep it stirred up.
Because we take it for granted.
You hear people falling out of love and
the other spouse is like, what? I didn't even know nothing was
going
going on.
Doing a routine.
No. We got to check in with each other. We really got to check in with each other. I know my husband's telling me the other day, he was like, I just got so much going on. I just don't feel like talking. And I thought everything was cool. I thought everything was fine. I was like, all right, when you're ready, I guess, to discuss. But if we could check in with each other so you know that the other person does really care about what's going on with you. Because sometimes you get lost, especially when we are dealing with the kids all the time. The husbands feel neglected.
Oh, yeah. And we feel just overworked. And now we got to take care of you, too.
Exactly. So we got to find that middle ground.
I find that we're kind of better at that relationship, what is it? Social aspect of it, like getting the ball rolling and the talking aspect and the, making time apart. But if you don't make that effort, then they feel like they're not cared for. Which
is annoying to me, but it helps.
Yes,
In the big picture of things.
Pray for grace. Like I mentioned last month, praying for my partner is like my job.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed so much change for the better from just praying specifically, and I'll add that to the group again. I think I forgot to mention that the book that I was prayers for your husband or something like that. No, I'll put it up this week. But it's been so helpful, like praying for the things that men deal with and that are high priority for them. And honestly, sometimes they don't hear us. So, you know what?
Sometimes?
It's terrible. It really is. So,
how about when you've been saying something, and then somebody at work says it, and they're like, look at this information. You're like,
no, I want to. That makes me so
I've been telling you this for like 5 years.
That makes me really angry. Actually. Because I'm like, I'm really smart. I'm trying to tell you things and you're just not.
And they're like, hear me. It's just you saying it though.
Exactly. I'm no authority on this. But I'm somebody else from God knows where.
Before we move to the next thing, I want to talk about babysitting and the fear of getting a babysitter. And oh my gosh, get a babysitter.
Care.com. I used them.
You did?
I used them 2 years ago, and I still actually keep in contact with one of the people. But like I said, I went through this lengthy process of weeding out, and you write the wrong thing, you're off my list. Like you just one sentence off. I'm like, I don't like your vibe,
But that's the only way.
Hey, we have to be careful with who and what we bring around our kids, and then you still have to do these meetings to, verify their
But push yourself to do that and not just like, I don't have nobody watching my kids. No, you have to. You need a break. Your husband needs a break. Y'all need to
2-3 hours to get out of the house and actually remember yourself and you as a couple without all of the other life and responsibilities that are attached to you is so freeing. It's so necessary. So make it a priority, guys. It's really important. Date your spouses. Plan date nights, even once a month. Make an effort to do it.
So important.
And then we want to talk about people who lose their identities in their relationships. I saw it more in like high school and college, where a friend gets a boyfriend and then they're missing. They're just like stop, ignoring all your calls and like, oh, that's how it is. Can't hang out for nothing. Or if they're hanging out, booze coming too. Like they can't be by themselves.
Yeah, that's a problem too. But we do that too when we have our kids and we get all caught up in life, and then all of a sudden you forgot what used to make you happy, your hobbies, your hanging out, things you used to do. And it doesn't make you any less involved with your partner. Actually, it makes you better.
Yes.
Because you're taking
adding
time
your
out for
diverse
yourself.
self to this group.
Yes.
You have to have that singular person, what made you you,
Yes.
and bring that to the equation. And that's why people are often talking about, you have to not look for somebody else to complete you. You have to be whole yourself and then join with somebody else, because then you create these what's the word for it? Dependence?
Yes, dependence.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the word. Yeah.
Yes.
One of the codependent
Yes.
relationships, right? And when it breaks up or when it's not right, like you feel like your world's like you're not a standalone person.
Hey Jamila, hey Felicia.
Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us. So we're talking about, just remaining, keeping your identity, even when you're in a relationship. And
So our single ladies out there,
yes,
don't feel like you have to, when I get him, then I'll be happy.
No.
When Mr. Right comes around, then life begins.
No.
No.
You better be living it up now, because you're going to miss these times.
Yes.
Like when I was single, why
Yes.
didn't I? Blah, blah, blah.
Yes, and you're getting to know you and spending time with you. And I always say, if you're young and you're single, please enjoy that time. Enjoy that time to live by yourself. You know your likes. You know what food you like to cook, how you like to cook it. You know what decorations you like. So you're coming to the relationship with a lot of stuff.
Right.
You're coming with a lot. You don't want to come with what you got for me.
And then have no opinion. Like, you have nothing to bring up. Like, what do you want, babe?
Yes.
Anything you want. Whatever you like. Just keep on that.
Exactly. And that happens a lot.
It does. And I was thinking of my niece, actually, because she was saying how, like, Valentine's Day is such a... she's automatically depressed because it's Valentine's Day, because she doesn't have a boyfriend. I'm like, you better love you.
Love on you.
Like, do something nice for buy yourself some flowers.
Yes.
Like, why are you worried about who's doing what?
Yes.
And I feel it's a lot with the, social media generation where they just post it up, my flowers and this and that, and everybody's fronting for Facebook and social media. Oh, I got all these flowers and nonsense. Doesn't matter. Like, love on you. Do something nice for you. Take yourself out to get a mani-pedi, a massage.
Yes.
And indulge yourself. The same way you would want to buy for your boo thing, buy for you.
Yes.
Honestly.
But some people are in relationships, we're not gonna lie, you and your husband, and he's like, I'm not into that stuff, so he's not buying you nothing. You go take care of you, okay? Because waiting on him, it's just a waste of time.
Right.
So do you, enjoy you, take yourself out, and just, we gotta love ourselves. We have to.
Yeah, it's really important. And just, so, in doing all of this, in making sure that we love ourselves and we bring ourselves to the table in these relationships, and we make sure we are intentional about loving our spouses and setting aside that time to reconnect with them and to, like I said, keep that love alive in our relationships. It's modeling a positive love relationship for our kids.
Yes, it is. We are models. In case you don't know.
They watch everything.
Yes, you can talk all of that. They're not listening to nothing. Okay, they're listening to half of what you're saying, and the other half is going, but what you're doing?
Yeah.
We are teaching our children how to love, how to receive love.
What to expect in their future spouses. What do they like from what they see in us that they would want to emulate in their relationships. And a lot, especially girls, like, they'll be like, well, my dad treated my mom so and so they won't accept nothing less. They won't accept little lackluster treatment in those. I can't.
And we're raising men that can treat women appropriately.
Yes, so important.
That's what we want.
So important.
Come
not
on.
What we see in the videos, not what we see, women being objectified and this is the culture. Like, no, there are still good value in love relationships. My parents modeled it, and that's what I want for myself.
We really want to try to really nurture good relationships so that after, not all the time we can't do it.
I know.
We're single, we get divorced, whatever. But when we can, try our best to model what's good for them. That doesn't mean you're not going to argue. That doesn't mean you're not going to fight.
Exactly.
Because that's real too. Because I'm telling you, I've met a lot of kids that are like, my parents just got divorced. I never even heard them yell at them. I've never heard them have any, and that's kind of off too.
Yeah. So you're just hiding everything.
Exactly. Everything is secret. Everything hidden, and that's not healthy either. Healthy relationships is a healthy relationship. You want to have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a little bit of that. Like, when you have your plate, a healthy plate.
Yeah.
It's not totally full of carbs. It's not just only lettuce either.
And like you said, you're going to disagree. So even show them. I don't like to personally fight in front of my kids, but we are going to have disagreements.
Yes.
And there are good fights. Like there's good ways to argue your point.
And that needs to be modeled too.
Exactly. Without going out of line or hello, there are boundaries to this. We're not going to be disrespectful to each other. We're mad. We're not going to step over the line because we're mad.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. You don't gotta curse each other down because you don't agree with something. It's just not necessary.
That's so true.
You don't have to get the last word and whatever. So we're modeling how to talk, how to engage, how to have an argument, how to get along. All these things your children are looking at.
Yep.
So we just want to show love and all the aspects of love in the most positive way.
Yeah, and it's good for them to see you take care of yourself and to love on yourself and to value yourself. You're not just going to, I'm single, so I'm going to accept anybody that comes, or I'm going to, neglect myself and care for everybody but treat myself bad. Like, no, you're not setting a good example for that.
No, not at all. And my parents said, I love you. I never heard them saying those kind of things.
Has to be a special occasion.
Yeah, a real special occasion.
Graduated high school, yes.
So we gotta really, again, back to the taking each other for granted. Like, look, I'm here, I'm paying these bills. What else you think? Of course I'm loving you. No.
But that goes to the point where we're like, okay, especially from our backgrounds, taking the good, leaving the bad.
Yes.
So I knew from early, before I had any kids, that, okay, I questioned a lot growing up. Did my parents love me? Because they were good on the discipline. They were good on that. But the I love yous and the encouraging words and things like that were few.
Yeah, but they would say, what kind of nonsense are you talking? What are you telling me? Of course I love you. If I didn't love you, you wouldn't have had this roof over your head.
How am I supposed to know if you're not telling me? So I knew when I had my family and my kids, I was going to be verbal. I was going to show them. I was going to tell them. They were going to know without a doubt I love them. They're not going to go out in the street looking for love from nobody else. Because
as soon as one person say I love you, you all in.
Yeah?
No. No. It's
funny.
important. It's important to say these things.
Yeah, to affirm everyone you value.
Affirm.
That's
I agree. That's what it is. You have to affirm it because just that,
Yeah, exactly.
Why else am I here?
Friendships, your parents, your husband, your children, anybody you value. Take time to just let them know. Let them know. I love you. I value you in my life. It wouldn't be the same without you.
It's so hard for some of us, though. It's so hard.
I know.
But it's so necessary. You gotta push yourself.
People aren't receptive, but you still just
right. Yes.
Do it anyway. That's like my trial by fire because I'm like constantly just spewing it, and everybody's like,
yeah, and it makes people uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm that person.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to learn. I had to really learn how to receive it and how to give it. But it's worth it.
It is.
It's worth it. Study it. Make yourself. And that's what we were talking about last week with the affirmations and stuff. It's not going to come easy. It's not easy to wake up and tell yourself, I love you. Have you said that to yourself? Okay. Say that to yourself today. Look at yourself in the mirror. Or you can wait till tomorrow, but I say do it today. Mm-hmm. Look in the mirror and say, I love you. And I realized that my girl, Chanel Cooper Sykes, she was saying to look in the mirror and say, I love you. And I was like, wait, I thought, I loved me and I loved on me, but I realized I never did that. Yeah. I'm challenging you to do that. Now I look at myself in the mirror every morning and before I go to sleep and I say, I love you. Girl, you are doing it. Yes.
Yes. And
you are
encourage
doing
yourself.
it. Yes. And you're going to do better the next day. And all right, maybe this didn't happen, whatever, but I love you. I love you. I love you. And you will feel so much better because you are gearing yourself up to go out there. Before nobody can tear you down with that. Nobody, whatever they say, whatever they're doing, it doesn't matter because you love you.
Mm-hmm.
That's enough. And you're covered. Exactly. Exactly. You're a child of God. I mean, that's it. That's it. Whom shall I fear? What should I be worried about? Mm-hmm. Nothing. But, we don't get it.
I know. and then, okay, so we're talking about love. I just want to make this quick point. So yesterday I sent out an email and it reminded me to look up, love, right? What's the biblical meaning to love, right? And I know everybody quotes it at weddings and things like that, 1 Corinthians 13. Mm-hmm. and it's just a reminder. It's just a reminder of what to expect in your love relationship. Love is kind. Mm-hmm. We're not perfect people. We're not gonna always want to be loving and kind to everybody, but it's just a reminder.
And
exactly. Kind, patient. It believes the best. It hopes for the best. It never gives up. Mm-hmm. Even when you feel you've had enough, let me just make this one more effort. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing wrong with going all into to a relationship, to something that you love, right? And giving yourself to all. Because at the end of the day, if it doesn't work out, you did your part.
Exactly.
You gave it your all.
Yes.
And it wasn't on you. But you're not holding anything back. You're not living with regret, wishing that you had done something else.
Exactly.
So we just want to encourage you with that today. And definitely with Valentine's Day being tomorrow, ladies, plan those date nights. I know it's cheesy. Even if you can't do it on Valentine's Day, even if you can't do it, I have my date night planned for tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's off today. So we're doing it tonight.
I don't know what we're doing tomorrow.
And
I think he was kind of giving me some shade, like, we need to save. So, what does that mean?
Oh,
I'll get something done, trust.
Yes, and we're doing dinner and just hanging out again, just us.
So important.
Yeah. Post date night pictures, ladies. I want to encourage you. We want to flood our group with little cutesy coupling pictures. If you can take a little selfie with your boo, go right ahead. If you want to take a selfie, yes, love on me. Encourage all of us. That is what I want to see all week long, ladies. So thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week. We're going to continue our love focus, and we're going to be
talking about children.
Our parents.
Oh, parents.
Parents and children, yeah. Generations.
Yes.
Where does it come from?
All love.
Yes. So we'll see you next week. Have a blessed week. We love you. Thank you again, and we'll see you soon.
Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Monday.
Bye, guys.